Previously, you needed to rely on third-party monitoring tools or build complex custom CloudWatch dashboards to monitor your WorkSpaces Applications deployments. This required CloudWatch expertise and added overhead to your operations. Now you can access comprehensive monitoring directly in the WorkSpaces Applications console with zero configuration. You can access real-time session-level metrics, instance-level resource data, and network performance metrics without external tools. You can view fleet capacity and resource utilization to understand your deployment at scale. You can filter sessions by user ID, performance metrics, and instance ID to troubleshoot specific issues. You can correlate frame rate, input latency, bandwidth, and CPU/memory/GPU usage on shared timelines to diagnose performance problems. All metrics remain available in CloudWatch, giving you flexibility to choose the monitoring experience that fits your workflow. Foundation models require current web information to ground responses, but you need control over whether data requests leave your AWS environment. Amazon Bedrock Web Search now supports an external_web_access parameter that gives you this control. You grant the Bedrock Web Search external web access IAM permission to enable the feature. You set external_web_access to true to retrieve live content from the public web for use cases requiring the latest information like sport scores or pricing. You keep data within your AWS boundary by setting external_web_access to false, which restricts retrieval to Amazon's and AWS Web Index and Knowledge Graph with no data egress. This feature is available in U.S. East North Virginia, U.S. East Ohio, and U.S. West Oregon regions. When running frontier models at scale, you face capacity constraints in single regions and need to balance throughput requirements with data residency obligations. Amazon Bedrock now supports SpaceXAI Grok 4.6 with cross-region inference to address these challenges. You can access Grok 4.6 for coding, agentic tasks, and knowledge work through two inference profiles. Cross-region inference automatically routes your requests across multiple AWS regions for higher throughput without manual capacity management. The US Geo Inference Profile keeps data processing within the United States to meet residency requirements while scaling. The Global Inference Profile routes requests across all commercial regions where the model is available, providing the broadest capacity access and lower per-token costs during demand spikes. The model integrates with existing Bedrock account controls including invocation logging to S3 or CloudWatch logs, CloudWatch metrics, and cost tracking through Cost Explorer. When multiple users work with notebooks in data analytics environments, organizations face challenges in controlling data access at the individual level and tracking who accessed what data. Traditional approaches use shared execution roles that grant broad permissions to all users, making it difficult to enforce peruser data boundaries and maintain audit trails. SageMaker notebooks now support trusted identity propagation with Athena, Redshift, and EMR serverless to address these issues. You can enable peruser access control with lake formation, ensuring each user sees only the tables, columns, and rows their permissions allow. The feature propagates IAM Identity Center identities to data sources automatically through existing compute connections, removing the need for additional authentication steps. You can audit individual user data access via CloudTrail, which records exactly which user accessed specific data. By eliminating shared execution roles for notebook users, you reduce administrative overhead while strengthening security and compliance. To use this feature, configure a notebook in a tip-enabled project with supported engines in any region where SageMaker Unified Studio is available.